134. I got the address to the Baptist Church from City Hall, where I was driven on June 7th. I was hired as and right now, the news is on. ABC News is on. And it looks like 1399 McAllister, precinct 9513. And that is where I was sent to work. And that was the election.
Carry out its mission of keeping the public safe. There are no excuses for this lapse.
And this is 1399 McAllister Street to 1001 Polk Street. The map was given to me at the City Hall.
You want to turn to the race for president now? Donald Trump is calling himself, quote, the least racist person. But some members of his own party are refusing to.
He's a weirdo.
And one big name is now
doing it for ABC News. That's her. She tried to get me in trouble with one of the, he's doing it deliberately too. She tried to get me in trouble with one of the workers here, and I can legally take pictures, and they keep stalking me. I have something incredible, hard on them. I gave it to the site Maim and Kill Me. I sent her the actual email, and I sent it to the Department of Justice and to several papers. So they're deliberately walking into the camera. So I'm trying to do something that I forgot to put online. And the media is getting involved with ABC News.
Mitt Romney said there's nothing Trump can do now to win his support.
Presidents have an impact on the nature of our nation, and trickle-down racism, trickle-down bigotry, and trickle-down misogyny. All these things are extraordinarily dangerous to the heart and character of America.
Trump hit back.
And then he says, Donald Trump may have racial tendencies. He called today, he's a trickle-down racist. That's one I've never heard. It's absolutely pathetic. He lost. He choked.
And Republican mega donor Hewlett-Packard CEO Meg Whitman hinting she may actually vote for Clinton and comparing Trump to demagogues like Hitler and Mussolini. But House Speaker Paul Ryan is defending his support for Trump, speaking to ABC News.
Threatening whoever he is, he keeps, whoever the hell he is, and he put the news on with that character. I don't know what his name is. I don't have my glasses on. But they've, he's doing that deliberately. Look at that. And that's it. They're dangerous. So if you look at them on Leavenworth and Jones Street, they've got them. So bye. More corruption. Federal Communications Commission, 911. This is live. Toma.
Serving Brock Turner sentenced to 6 months in jail. Tonight, the calls growing louder against the judge in the case, many demanding he be
removed. She can see me. That's against the law.
ABC's
Breaking and entering, ladies and gentlemen, live.
The campaign to oust the judge in the Stanford sexual assault case gaining steam tonight. Activists topping 1 million signatures demanding Judge Aaron Persky step down. And now, a dozen California lawmakers pushing for an investigation into Persky and for Brock Turner's sentence to be overturned. The former Stanford swimmer will spend 6 months in jail for the drunken sexual assault at a university campus party. The prosecutor asked for 6 years.
The sentence of Brock Turner is incredibly unusual. It's incredibly light and lenient. The prosecution.
That's the NSA. Other uses of the NSA. Illegal surveillance. Fuck you. I don't even know who that freak is, the dark-haired dude.
Tonight, new questions about the probation officer's report given to the judge to consider before sentencing. We're also getting a glimpse into how the victim's life has changed from someone who lives with her. her boyfriend. In a newly released court document, he writes, "She is now fearful of sleeping alone and often hides in our apartment bathroom.
They're walking into my camera illegally. And you heard the actual breaking and entering from the car outside. Happens all the time. It's a typical day for me. If I don't get it out there, I get it in here. Fuck you.
Want to turn overseas now to Marseille, France. French police using tear gas on crowds for a third day. Water cannons after violent clashes between rioting soccer fans. Today's unrest came.
They're underscoring certain words. FYI.
England against Russia. This man slamming another over the head with a chair. At least 2 fans.
The FCC needs to see this.
Half a dozen people arrested. Back here at home now to a frightening scene in Dallas, Texas. A brazen robbery caught on surveillance video. Hooded thieves targeting a jeweler who stopped at a gas station. FBI now investigating possible ties to another attack, that one with a deadly outcome. ABC's Gloria Riviera with these chilling images.
She's a Eulograt. Fuck.
In broad daylight, cameras catching a gold Chevy Impala tearing up to a gas station near Dallas Fort Worth Airport. Police say 2 masked men jumped out to rob their victim, a New York jewelry dealer carrying valuable gems, seen running for safety.
Did you know that Lafayette has a demographic of only 102,000 people with a unemployment rate of 6%? They're all on welfare. And national average is 5%. 100, they were laughing and bragging about how they're all on welfare. It's in Lafayette, Louisiana last year, ladies and gentlemen, 70501. That is a demographic, and the 320 million is according to the Department of Commerce. The state attorney generals and state and county of Louisiana, they need to be held accountable for the crimes that they've committed in other parts of the United States. And I don't need to be threatened by her. Federal Communications Commission, they were breaking and entering at the next door shelter, 1001 Polk Street. I'm on the 4th floor, bed 115. It's San Francisco, California, 94109, off of Geary, Geary, and Polk Street, Polk Street. I think I just got a death threat. I think they're implicating Jacqueline Denton and her police cop father from San Diego, California, Rachel's Women's Center, 759 8th Avenue, 92101. And Rachel's is owned by Ashley Quinn, date of birth March 7th, 1997. And Wellspring is owned by Kelly Quinn, date of birth February 12th, 1995, from Littleton, Colorado, Claremont Mesa, San Diego, and they have friends in Santee, which is Jonathan David Ford, date of birth 0912. And he's from Portland, Oregon. Sharon is his aunt. And Boston, Massachusetts, was supposedly a psychiatric nurse as a mother, and she's supposedly bisexual. FYI. Anyway, this is what Gregory Slocum had his whores give to me at the City Hall off of Grove and Polk Street. And they're having a bitch fit. They gave it $13.99 McAllister Street. I was supposed to take the bus back at 10:04 p.m., which is 20 minutes. That's a death. That's a threat, I think. They mapped it out for me. 10:04, 10:24 minutes. 1399 McAllister Street to 1001 Polk Street, 1399 McAllister Street. From here, 94115, 1399 McAllister Street, 94115. I thought it was 1933. 1399 3rd Street Baptist Church in Garcia. Bye. Raul Payalo Meli is involved. Yeah, he's a dread parole. An army's involved in the murder of Miss Simpson and that's what it looks like. Now they keep leaving a glove on the floor. I have it on YouTube, and the glove usually implicates what's his name. And But Nicole Brown looks like she was, Salvation Army is involved, Raul Bayano Mele is involved. He used to live in Brentwood when I was undergrad. Probably second or third year, I'm not too sure what part. Oh look, Chung, what's his name? Chung is Tea Party. It's in the Doolittle Google book. Look at that. Got him. Got in my way, not the other way around as usual. Peace of mind inside my own home. Gosh. Look at this coming from 225. Ticket information, San Francisco Municipal Transit Agency. Transportation 415-701-2311. These directions are for planning purposes only. You may find that construction projects, traffic, or other events may cause conditions to differ from the map result. And this is San Francisco. Oh, look. They're quoting me. That's a threat. And it's longitude and latitude. So it's 37.7820975, comma, negative 122.4369872, comma, ouch. They are in trouble. Regarding my poll worker, a legitimate 90% test score, they're involved in the background. They deliberately keep themselves in the picture. He's in trouble. And this is going live as we speak. And that I already put online. This is what I use as custom Starbucks, custom on the phone. And I go, somebody's been spying on my stuff. They usually put this custom on the oh, and that's from Starbucks. They're done. This is live. And the regular sack. All I have to do is call the cops downstairs, get them arrested. He keeps getting himself in trouble. He's implicating Fred Munoz, and he's already hanging on a totem pole across the street from the Larkin Library as Lina Orozco and Fred Munoz. So Lina Orozco is also involved. Hawaiian Gardens, and anyone lying for her is also getting the death penalty legally. That's what they're facing. And this is also involved. The comedy, what is it? Happy Donuts. It was at Happy Donuts off of Ellis and Taylor. They think they scare me. They're sadly mistaken. They rape children for a living, and they think I'm afraid of them. They're all involved in the abuse and rape of children. The Amber Alert, I already sent it to 911, including these freaks and these freaks. Now to act tragedy, FYI, live. Can you hear me? Against my will, that's breaking and entering, ladies and gentlemen.
A teen has died after the walls of a tunnel he dug in the sand collapsed on him.
I just said sound too. She saw me pointing at this.
17-year-old Trevor Brown of Oklahoma trapped in the sand cave on Panama City Beach, Florida.
FYI.
Desperately tried to reach him.
Look who's talking too.
Without oxygen. Witnesses say medics worked to revive the teen for 20 minutes.
Sacred Heart, they're threatening Catholic kids.
A 12-year-old boy survived after a sand avalanche crumbled right on top of him, trapping and knocking him unconscious.
Yeah, it's a Sacred Heart Cathedral.
And in 2011, 17
Yeah, their fingerprints are all in the system here, so I don't have anything to lose. So I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I'm not worried about my fingerprints. So, everyone stop sucking. Loser. I reported what they were doing with Doc Martens.
Never completely enclose yourself in the sand, and if you are digging a hole, it's no more than me.
They're threatening me now. I'm digging a hole.
We have a lot more to get to tonight. The growing health concern that is not the Zika virus. Also, Harry Potter steps off the pages and the big screen, and onto a theater stage. So, can a wizard do jazz hands?
They tried to get me to fill out a vote by mail, California vote by mail application, and I tore it. I'm like, it's not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Voter fraud. And they needed my signature. They don't. I caught them for trying to change my voter registration status online, and I voted online in Sacramento. And unfortunately for them, this is dated May 17th. That's important because somebody crossed this out. Oh, look, they're retaliating because I reported precinct 7601 for doing that. Look at that. Fire department in San Francisco. This is live. And if anybody recognizes this, I have a resume with all my jobs have been receptionist, administrative assistants. I'm like, oh, no, they're not that stupid. They're not that bright. VBM, that's white by mail, Sylvia Morales, they wanted to attract attention to the Westwood Welfare Office. I remember I had a little bit of a problem with them a while back, but nothing too serious at all. So they wanted me to redirect me there, and they're just stupid. And I'm thinking, you know, I used to be an admin assistant and receptionist for most of my jobs, so I know about mailing labels and how to type up addresses on mailing labels. So I'm not biting. And I'm like, oh look, I'm doing, you know, I voted online, I registered online in Sacramento. Nancy Durthick and Ashley Swear-Ingen have everything to do with it. Wellspring 3414, Sacramento, California 95817. I turned them in for voter fraud. Associated justices were not on the back of the ballot. It was blank. So I asked for another ballot, and I called Nancy Compton and left a message. She left a message for me, and you wonder, you know, and she sent me another ballot with the end of the official report on the back. So I turned that into her, the rest of it to, voter fraud, to Nancy Compton with a sticky on it, League of Women Voters, 10th floor, 95811. So that's where that's at. Now they're retaliating. Then you've got, of course, this little shit. The notice of suspension. They've been trying to steal from me to destroy evidence. Notice of suspension. I put that online. You know what that is. And it was Sylvia Lydia Morales, and there's a lot of witnesses there. So it says notice of suspension of library privileges until from 4/17/2016. I was attacked on the 19th and sent to the hospital with a bicycle. That's not a coincidence. At Cypress Security Hospitality House. I just saw that. 4/17/2016 on the 19th I was attacked. And I was sent to the hospital. And I was accused of using obscene or threatening language. And suspension will remain in effect until 7/17/2016. Ramani. And he looks like my brother Jesse, the one they murdered. And they're still trying to kill Bobby Garcia. So, they're bragging about how he's dead now. And Wilson is not Bobby Garcia, but thanks for trying to steal his identity. And this is also something that they tried to kick me out overnight, or one time others, and somebody's listening to my conversation because they put me down as an MO. That was a threat for me. And it says, I spell it out to someone else. My name is Sylvia con Y. And they con Y, and they put I. That's my picture from July 2013. I can use it as a valid ID. And ugly picture, but I've been in the system since July 2013. That's normal. You know, I have a finger image on file. I was in bed 90 days ago on the 4th floor. That's my stuff. 2/1 Monday. And bagged on the floor. Yeah. And everything else was just a typo. I already squished it in the system. She's having a bitch fit, the picture on television. This is live. Federal Communications Commission, they need to know, obviously. No, since you want to get ugly. They completely destroyed my my poor earphones, so they're broken again. That would be tort law. That tort law, more, you know, institution. Look at that, I'm missing the other. They know I like to listen to music, so they keep destroying and stealing my property. Then they're playing pickpocket tag with me. You know, they stole my key. They're going into my pocket and stealing my key. So I took away one key and I put it somewhere else. And now I'm putting it somewhere else. They're trying to figure out how to take it now. And of course, media. And we all know what happened. Oh, look, here's a Dignity Health, whatchamacallit, on April 19th. Democrats are fucking psycho homicidal, man. Because I looked at the news online afterwards, and the Democrats had a convention on April 19th in San Francisco, California, ladies and gentlemen. And they slammed those bicycle in me, and they were supposed to have the bicycle in there from the get-go. Reason for visit is an acute exacerbation of chronic lower back pain. Went to the hospital at 900 Hyde. It's the third attempt this past month. Medicationless. It wasn't too serious. I took a shot. I was given a shot, and I could just ibuprofen. No, I'm not a fucking Scientologist. I actually have a brain, something that women don't have. And don't insult me by telling me that I'm anything like, what's her name? Joan of Arc. Oh my God, that was fucking funny. Like, you think Joan of Arc had it bad? He'll be laughing at your asses 1,000 years later in history. I mean, I'm just, God darn it, you know? So, I was giving you notes, and I put stuff online about, you know, typical day. They won't even leave me alone inside the shelter. And that is my account number. I've got medical evidence to prove it. I said follow up with primary care. And my doctor was Anusha Chauri, D.O. Chauri, Anusha Chauri, ED provider. And at 9:32 a.m. It was only for a little while, but they were very professional, and it's right down the street. It's off of Leavenworth and Hyde, HYDE, not too far from the federal building. Well, so I've got plenty of evidence as to what they've been doing, and then, so I was illegally kicked out of the library because they didn't want me to post online, and there was a whole bunch of them. They're trying to force station and claustrophobic. And Cypress Security is something that I found about at the hospitality house. Coming from the hospitality house, and biggest Carter. So then I go and I find this. Oh, look, that's what the technology does. It considered torture on me. There's Katrina Bonnick. That one's Katrina Bonnick. That one's Earl. If anybody's seen the commercial with Earl with the funny faces, I used to watch when I was a kid. My mom's like, he's funny looking, you know. And he used to wear this hat. They're mentioning him again. Your mother. Oh, they hate my mom. There's Obama. And he won bench the Salvation Army across the street from. And no, I don't do gang signs. You see what they do to my hands. And I'm a writer, so it irks the crap out of me. And what they do, they want to white out the construction. They want to white out the U.S. And that's Obama. Look at that. And he's making fun of Cantinflas, and that would be St. Anthony's Volunteers, Salvation Army, Universalist Church, I think. That one is, look at that. Look who's talking to the kid. This is Lori's at Union Square. Fred Munoz is in that one too. James Zellerbach. It's Crazy Women. Chris Guillebeau. Jose Barocio. I think they blew out the ears of some dogs off of Union Square. I was like a live wire. Look at that. Yeah, talk about stupid, you know. Anyway, you know, I have a degree in bachelor's degree in Latin American studies, so I like art history, art and politics. This means the world to me. This book is legit. Yay, I went through it. Like the busy bee that I am. You know, my standby clerk worker thingy-majig. Oh. The one I went online. Yeah, I heard about what they did to one of the voters after they killed him in a different part of the U.S. The voter was so gung-ho and patriotic that after they died over their grave, they picked up a trash can and a bucket full of I voted stickers, and here's your fucking, you evil, you shove it up your fucking ass with your fucking I voted stickers, and they threw it over the voter's grave, and say that the stupid voter can shove it up his ass. And so I was angry. I found out about it here because they talk a lot and they mock us all the time. So, and here's this is legitimate. In the Department of Elections, I received a 90%. Martin kept the test results. She distracted me, and I printed out 2. And in spite of intimidation and lack of privacy, severe intimidation behind me, they were using cartwheels to make noise in the hallway to intimidate. I didn't have my glasses on. They were broken 2 years ago. Bono and Jose Antonio Morelos took them from me, and they actually sewed. They used a little tool to sew right through my glasses, Dolce & Gabbana, because more than one reason. I'm thinking later, oh wow, I won't be able to. She won't be able to vote. She won't be able to see. She won't be able to vote. She won't be able to work. And I've got witnesses. I bought my glasses at Lens Crafters. You can hear them respond. They're antisocial little sirens outside. They're probably precinct 7601 or precinct 41. And they're here. I was assigned. Thank you for signing up to serve as a poll worker on June 7th. You're currently assigned to work at City Hall. I was transferred over to 1933 McAllister. It's real. Oh look, they're suggesting that I do something else. That's too bad, because I am actually want to destroy evidence. And they keep destroying my stuff. That technology really does hurt. There goes the second part of my. I love to listen to music. So I'm thinking, patience is a fucking virtue. I'm sitting there, and I remember in Houston a couple of years ago, they said, we want to stress your ass out so you can fucking die of lung cancer. I'm like, fuck you. So I'm sitting there, and I read, I think the Huffington Post, they were really cool. They responded with, they heard, right? So, yeah, for stress relievers, you can eat oatmeal, you can eat scrambled eggs, and any type of nuts, any type of almonds, peanuts, and oatmeal, scrambled eggs, and nuts. That'll help alleviate stress. It will lead to cancer. She'll get breast cancer. Here comes Sutter, 10 Sutter hospitals. Ashley Quinn wanted this. It's the expiration date 4/1/17, and I'm missing my folder to my degree, which is the one that I folded. I had to actually reorder it later. She bought her degree, not like you did, assholes. I could just reorder it like a California ID. Oh, no. I took a picture of it with the, but I did something about it. I wrote about it. I wrote. Protecting my jobs to protect voters' rights, the Voter Bill of Rights, and Constitution of the United States. So I'm still doing my job. They took my job, but she couldn't handle it. They threatened me with gang rape. No tides, Russell. So I'm like, no woman should have to endure. Especially, I was qualified, very highly qualified. And no woman should have to endure that type of environment. And so they were going to send me over to a different one not too far away from them. Like, you know what? It's going to be the same thing. And it's your fault. No, it's not my fault. You know, they threatened to kill me when I even applied for a job. I got these fuckers. That's Channel 7 ABC, ladies and gentlemen. Federal Communications Commission, it's live. You can record it on Karimi, Palm Springs. Epicenter was in Palm Springs, and the aftershock in Marina Del Rey, EDD office. Remember that a couple of years ago. Someone did this. It's FedEx. I looked at the logo, and it's like they're triangulating. Look at that. And that also looks like voter fraud. I'm thinking, oh my God, voter fraud in other countries, probably Mexico, and probably Mexico. Because it is. Samoan, that's always fun. AT&T, probably Mexico. I think you know exactly. Look at Channel 7. That'll report them to the Federal Communications Commission. I've got this name. She's involved. I reported this to terrorism-related activity Marriott downtown 94102 off of 4th and Mission. They're triangulating around Electronic Frontier Foundation. Look at that. And it's the Occupy is triangulating around them. And Starbucks, we take it personal, very personal. Starbucks is also involved.
overturning and falling into at least one tree. The Honda's driver survived.
For some reason,
Investigators believe he may have been drunk while driving at least
okay,
80
I'm not
miles
that one
an
yet.
hour.
So, I've got a CAD report, one of several. That's PSA Connolly. There you go. The CAD report number 160-226-752, company J Tenderloin 345-7300, PSA Connolly 4782. And it says here, please contact.
They're in here watching a movie and you're talking as a little bothersome to other people. Can you please keep your voice down? And can you try to hurry up and clean up this? Because we have other people that sit at the table, so
Okay.
we can't have it like that. But other than
Thank
that,
you.
that was it. Thank you.
She wants to implicate herself. That one. Anyway, there is, they're involved in voter fraud. So, they're on, do you have a right to remain silent? It's over. I want your paycheck. You took mine. Done. So this is equal opportunity employer. Bye bye. I think the Democrats just killed themselves this year. All right, it says here, please contact the investigation unit. Check above to provide additional information not available during initial police report, which would include video evidence of the incident. To the San Francisco Police Department. They look stupid. This is FCC San Francisco, and they're defending PSA Connolly. That's the Lafayette cop, dirty cop, Miller. We need to contact the feds against the state attorney general from Lafayette, Louisiana, equivalent to the idiots here.
Is back home safe tonight with their 14-year-old owner in the East Bay. Police are still searching for suspects.
I mean, taking its job now. It doesn't deserve to have that. New cards at Starbucks.
Got back his dog.
I got the call, got excited. It was the best news ever for this 14-year-old boy. His stolen puppy, Maya, found.
And all these perps up here on the fourth floor are involved, 911, male included. He's pretending to be transgender. He's not. The one with the, there's only a fourth floor for women only. A few idiots have been coming up here pretending to be transgender. They're actually men. Anything happens to any women here, these fuckers are in trouble. Channel 7. There's that one. That's possible. Just showing people my cards. Oh, I still have them.
Turns out he was right. Somebody had purchased her off of a street corner here in the East Bay for a few $100s. A friend of the new owner saw Maya's picture on TV. He convinced the friend who had Maya.
The Democrats are done.
So that he could return the dog. So that she could get
John Thomas Youngren, Arlington Church of Christ. He lives at 943 10th Avenue, number 425, San Diego, California, 92102. Look at these idiots. Involved with Burger King, Bank of America murders, 911. That's in Louisiana and Sacramento.
Maybe driving a silver or gray Mercedes sedan. Call police if you have information. It's Ed Leandro, Cornell Bernard, ABC 7 News.
Look at this idiot. Samoan.
To and from Alcatraz, but this is no ordinary swimmer.
I think this is a threat to me too by these people.
What's pushing this young boy to make the trek through frigid, shark-infested waters? And a look at the new project in the East Bay that will help put healthy food on hundreds of families' tables.
This is for her own protection. I think she's really nice, Henrietta Suyera. And I reported them to the feds. Cut these fuckers. So hopefully they haven't hurt her at all. Everyone knows what this one's about.
With ABC 7 Mornings. Weekdays, ABC 7 Mornings.
If you can't afford the ultimate in adjustable comfort, then you can. Vancity Sleeper has dropped reduced prices on top brand quality adjustable comfort mattresses.
San Francisco Marriott Marquis.
Lowest possible price. Vancity Sleeper.
Women are looking for trouble. They're involved in welfare fraud. They're involved in voter registration and murder and stalking of Republican voters, legitimate ones, and they're all illegal aliens and sex offenders. 911. This is for the Amber Alert. 911. Please network and report the State Attorney Generals of Lafayette, the state of Louisiana. 911 is an emergency. Starbucks needs to be held accountable. There is a Starbucks on the University of Lafayette, Louisiana. There is a look at these idiots. And it's kind of obvious what they're doing. There is a Starbucks at Lafayette, Louisiana, University of Lafayette, Louisiana. And there are 9 candles as anti-Semites that they are. Look who's talking to. They can't afford it. And Schultz, CEO of Starbucks, and USA Today, Nancy Armour, they're involved. 911. That's Western Plus. This one's also involved. And Julian Assange caters to them. El Americana, Sacramento Downtown Project as well. That's what this is. I need to lower my voice. You just watch. This is the kind of crap that's taking out minorities who deserve the services at resource centers. And all of these women are used to getting services for free, welfare included. Their welfare to work, administer the staff here, every single one of them, 911. Site manager, I'm not sure about. And then they have Coffee Bean. This one, Starbucks. They're located on the University of Lafayette, Louisiana. She's getting involved, and they're in trouble. Fuckers. Jennifer Feely, there's this one. Store number 16839. Extremely dangerous store, this one. Yeah, they're stalking me in here. Fuck them. Property. Everybody can see what they're doing, so it's not like they're gonna do well at all. They're breaking the rules left and right here, so they only pick on me, which is discrimination. This is what needs to be. This is what the media is trying to cover up too. The information I have. Hyundai. IQ. The identifying information of the truck. Dr. Martin's history of rebellion, self-expression. It's 1460 Boots, 1st of April 1960 workers. I already caught them and my email address is on there, so they're done. They get money for everything they do, committing hate crimes. They get paid for it, so they're not doing anything for free. I need to find out who their funders are. Okay, she's trying to get me kicked out. This one behind me. No thank you. And they're not supposed to eat up here. So. English. And here is the more positive note. These are the freaks also involved. Precinct 7601. Gregory Slocum's at the top of the list. He's done. So here they are. Got the rest of them. We're done. What's this voter fraud? They crossed out. If I had red flags when they crossed this out. It is Gregory Slocum and Alejandro del Calvo. These are the fuckers involved. Firehouse number 3. And people here are the ones who put this ballot on the front desk. So it's not like I didn't ask for this information. Someone actually put it on the front desk downstairs. FYIs, these bitches are in trouble. There was a stack of them actually. So someone else is implicating these freaks. Voter fraud is a serious offense, and that's my job to do something about it. Alright, let me put everything back away before they get homosexual on me. They're involved with this as well. The raping, look who's talking to. Catholic children. Burger King is across the street from the University of Lafayette, Louisiana 70503. They're trying to get the kids to commit suicide. The ones that are being raped. That's a dick, someone raping the children. They need to jump off the, look at that. Jump off the bridge. I'm Catholic, you know, they gave me a regular sack not too long ago. Look at that. Grade teacher chapter 8. Look at the Burger King list. Top of the throne, wearing the Burger King hat is Christopher Karimi, aka Miguel. And Mahesh Patel is on his side too. We just caught a whole bunch of child abusers today, so these women are accessories to that. FYI. I'll be back. We just get stupid. Yeah, they're accusing me of stealing this. I didn't. 615 West Simcoe was donated in Lafayette. I'm like, oh look, oh no. This is how to displace minorities from the shelters. And they're going to get for that. And then 911, backup, thanks. Bye. Yes.